It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. And it comes your way next.
Autumn has arrived in the mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But Charles, this Ravens team been so successful in recent years, 10 or more wins in 4 of the last 5 seasons. What do they need to do to take that next step?
Well, the way the Ravens have played for a lot of their franchise history, we know the defense is going to take care of business. They're going to keep you in every ball game. I think on offense, can they throw the ball more proficiently, especially out wide to the receivers, and make plays that way to continue to open up running lanes for a team that we know loves to move the ball along the ground.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Lions, they're going to be a pretty trendy sleeper pick. I feel obligated contractually to mention that they've only won 1 playoff game since 1957, and that number gets more and more impossible every year. But finally, Charles Davis, can they break the string in 2023?
Break it, snap it, cut it, whatever you want to use. This Lions team, I fully expect to be in the playoffs in 2023. I like the way that they're being built.
Jackson looking to throw right away. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, it's Charlie Kohler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game, because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run once more with Edwards. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it 3rd down and So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Ravens first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 30 inches. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns. It led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Now a first down throw. Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Montgomery on the counter. Pushes past him, and they can't bring him down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that. You're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film
Let me
review.
see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big gain.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planning him for a loss.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Muscles by at the 25. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's ride out. Let's ride out. Let's go, fellas.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Goff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Goff on 1st down. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is gone. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now here come the Ravens. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Pressure too strong. Down he goes. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's called the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Adafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Play action. It's gone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, gone. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now gone. That one too wide and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Goff. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's second and 4 from the 24. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a third and 4.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This now a third and 4. On the draw is Edwards. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. On
second down, it's Edwards. And they're going to have this goes across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Great to see Edwards back doing what he does best. Mr. Dependable for the Ravens backfield. He's faced injury woes the last 2 years, missing all of 2021 and almost half of 2022. But back at full strength now, he can be a load.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, a run for Hill. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Goff now looking to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that point from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard. Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That is caught. Touchdown! Josh Reynolds, 32 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Patterson now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Here's Edwards again on second down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now it's gone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now Goff. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Goff. St. Brown on the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To the air again. Goff. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rakisin. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible, but the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.